Tottenham have finally won a game at home for the first time since mid-November. And do you know what? At times, it was a painful, painful watch. I strongly believe today, if we played a stronger opposition, maybe someone in the top 10, they would have taken the chances that Manchester United had. But we come away with back-to-back wins in the Premier League, back-to-back clean sheets in the Premier League, and it's a massive, massive 3 points for Tottenham. I'll explain to you why I am happy, but also not happy at the same time in a minute. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're under 500 subscribers now from hitting 45,000. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't already, please go down and hit that subscribe button. Now, obviously, I want to start with the protest. There was a massive protest before the game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend due to I was out of a friend for his birthday. And at the moment, there is a live current sitting with this fan sitting in the stadium. So make sure you check that out. Now, this was not a pretty game by any stretch of the imagination. We had a bundle of chances, but not a huge amount of clear chances. And Man United had some, I would say United on the balance probably had the better opportunities. You know, they missed two big chances. Garnacho's one-on-one. But at the end of the day, you don't take your chances, you don't win a game. We battered them in possession. We had more shots on target. The difference is we took our big chance and they didn't. James Maddison comes back into the team. Not sure where he's been for ages. And our best performer in the last few recent weeks, Djed Spence, another good performance from him. I thought he was excellent against Brentford. And I thought he was excellent today. Very, very good performance from him. Obviously, the worrying concerns are Bentancur went off holding his knee. Kulusevski played another 90 minutes again. Pedro Porro played another 90 minutes again. You know, we've now got 7 days to rest, re-energize, and get back against Ipswich. That's not going to be an easy game. But why... I'll explain to you why I'm happy we won. I'm happy we got a clean sheet of 3 points. But I do think the inevitable of getting Ange Postecoglou sacked, it is going to happen. Does our win delay that by a month? Potentially. But there is a number of performances I want to talk about. Son today, not good enough. He should have been subbed off around the 60th minute, 55th or 50th minute for Odebear. He subbed him off way too late. And a decent attacking side that's actually got threat and firepower would have taken their chances today. Garnacho stinks. Xerxes is probably Man United's best attacker with Bruno Fernandes. Rasmus Højlund, awful as well. Bentancur went off on the 78th minute of a knee injury. Bergvall, I don't understand why he was hooked off early. The centre-back pairing of Danso and Davis. Danso looked like he was holding his hamstring. When he went off, he may be injured. But in terms of the lineup, you know, we played pretty much our strongest team. Archie Gray was on the bench. I'd probably say that's the strongest team of available players. You maybe could say you could bring in Sarr or you could bring in Bissouma, but that's definitely our strongest team at the moment. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Udogie when he comes back in, because I'm really enjoying Spence in that left-back role. He was really good against Brentford, like I said, and really good again today. Maddison, of course, got our goal. We'll get into the goals in a minute. Bergvall was okay, but Bentancur, not a massively great performance. Son stunk it up again. Tel had a couple of chances, but, you know, didn't really put any of them away. He had a decent strike in the second half. But we lack a forward at the moment that's really got, like, a decent shot on him. Kulusevski, when he gets into these areas, he just doesn't have enough conviction behind the shot. But at the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points, you know. We'll take it and we will move every single day of the week. You know, the actual goal come in the 13th minute. From James Maddison, and that's now 13 goal contributions in 23 games for him. 13 goal contributions in 16 starts. I think he's got more GA than any other player for us. You know, Pedro's cross down the right was met by Son at the far post, who lashed a volley, which is blocked. Bergvall then had a strike from about 15, 16 yards out. I think Onana parried it out. It wasn't on here. Onana parried it out, and it fell into James Maddison's fell to his feet, and he just tapped it into an empty net, and you can't really ask for an easier chance. Garnacho missed an absolute howler. 10 minutes later. An absolute howler. If that's Marcus Rashford or if that's any winger with confidence in the Premier League in a one-on-one like that, if we're playing against Liverpool or Newcastle or City or Chelsea or Brighton or Brentford or Villa, any winger who's got decent ball striking ability puts that in the back of the net. It was absolutely shambolic effort, and he shanked it straight over the bar. That was absolutely horrendous miss. That was just I couldn't believe it. And it looked like there was a couple of injuries in the first half that we were just playing through. In terms of the XG, ours was a lot higher, obviously because of that open goal from Maddison. In terms of the second half, he took off James Maddison for Brennan Johnson. Not a like-for-like change. Don't know why he still keeps Son on at this point. Still keeps Dejan Kulusevski on at this point. Another 90 minutes in the tank for Kulusevski. Another 90 minutes in the tank for for Porro. He brings on Sarr then for Bergvall. Still does not sub off Son or Kulu. Brings on Archie Gray for Danso in the 78th minute. Then brings on Bissouma for Bentancur. Still did not sub off Kulusevski. Subbed off Son in the 87th minute for Wilson Odobert. And on another day, we may have lost that. We rode our luck. We scored. We got the 3 points. But it's a game of fine margins because on another day, we genuinely could have lost that. I will take it every single day of the week. But it wasn't our best performance. Man United had 2 huge opportunities. But at the end of the day, like I said, you don't take your chances, you will get punished. In terms of our games coming up, we've got Ipswich Town away on Saturday, 3 o'clock. And then midweek, we've got Manchester City. Then we don't actually have a game for 2 weeks where we have a week off. It's about 12 days off. And then we play Bournemouth. And then we've got Fulham. And then we've only actually got 2 games in March. So I don't know what that's all about. But our fixtures in April are absolutely hideous. Wolves away, Liverpool away, Forest at home, Chelsea away, and Southampton at home. There's only a handful of fixtures left in the Premier League. The Europa League last 16 will be in March as well. But I'm looking forward to that Ipswich game because if we can try and build some momentum now, we've won 2 games and bounce in the league and kept, clean sheets. We've beaten Man United 4-0 on aggregate this season in the Premier League. And we also did them 4-3 in the Cup. So we've beaten Man United 8-3 on aggregate this season. But I'm still concerned about the amount of chances that we give teams away. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy we got the 3 points and we can move on from that. But boy, oh boy, on another day, we would have lost that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. In terms of Man United, they've got such a poor attack. This Man United team are one of the worst attacking sides in the Premier League. They've already scored 28 goals, and we've scored 49 to give context. The only attacking teams that have scored more than us in the league is Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. In terms of Man United, they are in a really bad patch. They lost their last 2 Premier League games without scoring against Crystal Palace and against Spurs. They won their FA Cup game. They won the Europa League game. They beat Man United away. But if they're ever going to win football matches, it just looks like they're going to win 1 or 2-0. There's not a huge amount of conviction in their game. As soon as they score, they just sit back and counter. And you look at the fixtures they've got coming up with Arsenal in there, with Nottingham Forest away, with Man City, with Newcastle, with Everton away. Everton away will not be easy either. Coming up on the Saturday, David Moyes against his old club. But in terms of Man United, they've just got to keep doing their thing and keep battling. For us, we're in a very, very similar spot as them. We're both down in I don't think we're in a relegation battle anymore. I think we are safe. We win a couple of games now between now and the end of the season, and we may have a late push for a European position. We might be able to push for that Conference League. We might be able to push for that Europa League. But we're currently 12th. And if you look at how tight the league is, we're only, 8 points off of... Oh, Jesus, no, we're not. We're 11 points off of the Conference League. That's unlikely. We're 11 on points with Crystal Palace and Everton. We're only above them on goal difference. We're only 1 point above Man United, and we're only 3 points above West Ham. But so we just need to keep doing our thing, keep winning football matches, and then take it from there. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. I am out.